Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jeff Grant, and today we're going to be covering that college football game between the UCLA Bruins and the Washington Huskies. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Doing fantastic, Dax. Really excited to talk about this Pac-12 conference matchup as my UCLA Bruins travel to take on the Washington Huskies.
Yeah, man, and we've actually seen your Bruins win 3 games in a row thanks to quarterback Brett Hundley being more of a dual threat right now offensively. So with that in mind, Jeff, I mean, do you actually think that UCLA can continue with their winning ways?
They're going to have to continue running the football with Hundley, giving him the option to be a dual threat option offensively, because Washington is one of the more aggressive defensive lines in the country. I think the most important thing to handicap in this game, though, is the fact that one of Washington's talented linebackers is kind of doing what Miles Jack did for UCLA last year, and Shaq Thompson has exclusively played on the offensive side of the ball for Washington the last 2 weeks. So he's really going to be missed on the defensive end. There's talk of him splitting time, but that's going to be difficult going against a talented quarterback like Brett Hundley.
All right, man, but the Huskies, I mean, they've actually gone 2-3 in Pac-12 play after picking up that 38-23 victory in Colorado last week. So, I mean, what do you think that they actually have to do to even up their conference record, man?
Well, they're going to have to control Hundley. They're going to have to get off on the defensive front and really pressure him in passing situations. But like I said, they benefited from defensive touchdowns with Thompson being a big part of that unit. They lead the nation with 7 defensive touchdowns, with Thompson scoring 4 of those, tied for second nationally with 37 sacks. But the one thing that's not going to be in Washington's favor, which is usually the case in November, is the fact that it's supposed to be very good weather in Seattle on Saturday. So that's going to definitely benefit UCLA traveling up there, as they're not used to playing in the rain, and that's not going to be the case in the Pacific Northwest this weekend.
All right, man, so I'm kind of getting the hint here that you like your Bruins for this one, or am I mistaken here?
I'm going to go with the Bruins here. One of the things that I do like to see, even though the number moves away from you in terms of a price, I think the odds makers could have easily kept this game at 4.5. There's basically split action in the market, which you expect with the line of 4.5 at the opening, but now it's risen to 6.5, and you got to kind of look at why that occurred. And yes, UCLA is playing its best football of the season. It was one of the point spread failures heading into November, but Jim Mora has, year after year, it's now his 3rd year, has UCLA playing its best football in November. Also the fact that they've scored 32 of 33 times in the red zone. And more importantly, I don't think Washington's offense is very good. UCLA's defense is coming off its best performance of the year. It held Arizona to 255 total yards last week. The important trend, UCLA has won 24 straight games when holding opponents to under 20 points. And also, I just don't think this is a Chris Peterson team type yet. They've had 3 losses in the Pac-12 against teams that should have beaten them. Stanford, Arizona State, and Oregon, and I think the odds makers expect UCLA to do the same. So I'm going to lay the points with UCLA over Washington.
All right, good stuff, Jeff, man. As always, it's a pleasure talking football with you, and I look forward to doing this again next Monday.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.